Good afternoon, gentlemen. So this is the second video set of instructions for your your WeVideo assignment. So I've typed in WeVideo, and I'm working in Chrome here because WeVideo prefers Chrome. And if you type in WeVideo.com, you can get to WeVideo pretty easily. And I want you to log in with your Google account. Okay, so I'm going to use my school account. And I got my LD at tcgsb.ca. Okay, I'm going to sign in, and I got to update my password. Okay, so once we're in WeVideo, what we're going to do is we're working in the free version. I'm going to create a video, and I am going to import some footage. So I want it to be horizontal. It's much nicer. Okay, I'm going to add my footage. So I clicked add and go to browse to select, and I recorded my stuff in a folder. Okay, I have it in my Python videos and my Office Space screen recording. Okay, so I got my clip, and what I can do is I can drag it down to my timeline here. Okay, I'm going to use my video 1. Okay, now you can see that if I press play, right, you can already see.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. This is Mr. Hill, and
okay, that's the video that I brought in. And if you want to add text, there's a little text button up here, and you're going to use some of the free stuff. Okay, what I want to do is I'm going to add some simple little title here, and I'm going to stick that right at the beginning. Right, I'm going to insert it and push. That'll allow me to add a title. If I click on it, I can start to edit. This is sample text here, Office Space, okay, by Mr. Hill. Okay, and I can do save changes. Okay, so now you can already see that I'm going to trim this down because I don't want it to be so long. So if you click on it, you can actually shorten this. Okay, and that will allow you to okay, I'm just gonna go back here. You can slide this over and we can run that, and you see Office Space by Mr. Hill. There's a nice little title at the beginning, and then you can add.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. This is Mr. Hill, and
okay, and then you can start to add text over top, right? Overlay some text. Okay, so we're going to add some more text here, and we can go static. Okay, here's a lower third option. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to update this. So I'm going to click on it, and so that's what it looks like. But remember that I got to drag this on top of my video. Actually, yes, I want to be on top. Okay, and so you see that if it's on top, it's just like a layer in Photoshop, right? So you're working with, layers very similar to what we did with Photoshop, and because this has a clear, transparent background, the title actually appears on top of the video clip. Okay, now if I dragged it underneath, you can see what happened, right? It would. Right, you can still see it. Okay, that's good. Okay, hold on, it didn't move. Okay, that's audio. I would have to insert more video, but if I played around with these, you wouldn't be able to see it. So I want to be able to see that, so I'm laying it on top of the video, right? And as I go through, right, I can edit this. So I can click on it, and my text, right, that I'm going to use here is let's call this my shot count. Okay, shot count, and the description is going to be my number. Okay, 1, right? And that's it. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I can actually drag that for the duration. Okay, so let me see if I can. It's going to get kind of loud. I wonder if I can turn down the volume of this for a second, the audio. For now, I'm just going to turn down the audio. Okay, but when we play this.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. This is Mr. Hill, and I'm just going to walk you through briefly how to kind of start this first assignment. Okay, so one of the things I ask you to do is how to do a screen recording in, I use QuickTime. There's some instructions there on how to use Castify.
Okay, what you can do is if you scrub through this, you can start to see a point where the shots change. Okay, so I got to there. There's Peter, and I can actually extend this bubble the full length, while we're watching until that changes. So let's see, I'm just going to head this out a little bit further. Okay, and there's Peter, and drag, and there's the next one. So I'm actually going to click on my title bar, and I'm going to grab it right to that point. Okay, so what you can do is you can actually create multiple versions of these little shot counts. So if I click on this, I'm clicking on my shot counter, and I can actually from this point, well, I can add a new shot counter, right? So I'm going to drag another one over top. Okay, and I'm going to click on it and edit it. So I'm going to have my shot count. Okay, and this is number 2. Okay, and you can see how that gets updated. And if you want to trim this, you can do that. And this right here, if you want to center that, it'll bring it out a little bit nicer, make it look a little bit nicer. Whatever you do with your titles, I want you to be consistent. Okay, so I'm going to save changes, and then we can start scrubbing through again. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my so there's a little piece, and then right there we've already switched from one shot to the next. So I can adjust the length of my counter, or the length of my text, to match that, right? To match that. Okay, and you can see that as we flip through. Okay, there's shot count 1, and then we flip through and shot count 2, and that's where we can start adding another one. Okay, and then the last little bit for this assignment, so I want you to go through and I want you to add little titles for each shot count. Okay, if you want to play with some of these static titles, go right ahead. I encourage you to be consistent. It looks a little bit nicer, but if you want to have a little fun, have a little fun. The purpose is to learn how to overlay text on these videos that we're creating. Okay, and in the last little bit, you can insert some citations. Okay, so we can edit our sources here, and then in this case, I'm going to click on it, and I'm just going to I've only used my YouTube clip, right? My YouTube clip of Office Space, and then you can insert the link. Okay, right, and then that's all that I've used for this assignment. Okay, so I hope that helps. Once you're finished, you click finish, and this is my Office Space video. Go to set, and and right there I have created my first little video, and I can save it to my Google Drive. Okay, and okay, continue and allow. Okay, so I've saved my Office Space video to Google Drive, and that will allow you to create a link that you can, and you can export it as well. No, we can't. We can only create links, okay? Because we're not going to upgrade. We're just using the free version. Okay, so use Google Drive, and then from Google Drive you can send me a link. You can submit that link to D2L, and upload a screenshot. A screenshot of your video and the name, and because in D2L you have to upload a file, an image file or some sort of file. You can't just include the link. Okay, and that should be enough to submit. Okay, I hope that helps, and have a great day, guys.